Getting everything set up. Welcome, welcome. So excited. If you're over on one screen, you're on YouTube. I've got Facebook in front of me. I've got TikTok over here, I think. So my name is Deanna Beckett, and we are going live. Continue with the button. We'll see. It has been so long since I've gone live, so this is a little rusty, but I wanted to give it a jump start and see how it goes. And we're going to be talking about different chapters in the new book. Oh, and now I've got a live video is starting. 1 second. Hold on, YouTube. Apologize for that. Got a Facebook slowness going on. So until then, I'll keep talking to you. But looking forward to bringing you a chapter of my new book, Shocking Your Shtick. And it's going to be chapter 89 called Driving Grace. So excited to talk about this little tiny, simple little tool that I not even discovered. I just learned how to do to keep my peace in my day. How many of you have lost your peace? It is pretty crazy. I don't know why Facebook is not wanting to go live. So we will see what is happening here. So maybe I'll just start over on Facebook. And we're going to go end that and we're going to start it again. Live video. We're just going to attempt it here. No, I don't need to set it up. I just need to go live. What changed with Facebook? Don't you hate it when social media changes on you? But it's exciting that I got YouTube set up. So thanks for joining me. Yeah, well, I guess Facebook is not going to go live with us. So I'll be talking to you, YouTube. I'm going to move my screen over here. And I don't see TikTok going live yet either. But anyway, it is what it is. So welcome again. Topic is driving grace, and that means a lot of things. And we're going to start out by just reading chapter 89 of the new book, Shocking Your Shtick. It is common values brought to light, one shockingly good connection at a time. And the subtitle is 99 Ways to Shine with People. It's all about shining, whether it's 2026 or 2030, whatever year you're in, it doesn't matter. We can always shine with people. So I'm going to read this chapter as soon as I fix the little microphone, which has nothing to do with YouTube, but if TikTok is still going, well, good for it. So chapter 89 out of the book, 99 Ways to Shine with People, is show grace when driving. I used to get frustrated when the red and blue lights flashed past me or the scream of the siren wailed behind me. Why? Because they were slowing me down. They were in my way. Now I look at these situations much differently. I think about the people and family members involved in circumstances that they did not plan. I imagine the fear as they face an unknown, and I send a quick prayer of peace for all involved. We don't know the situation, but God does. My attitude toward the emergency vehicles at work around me softened after my mom died. I raced to the hospital as she was dying, careening around other vehicles and not concerned in the least about being in other people's way. No one around me knew why I was driving like a maniac, of course. But all that mattered in those moments was for me to get to the hospital as fast as I could. Sometimes it takes walking through hard or urgent events to see things from a different perspective. We don't know what that idiot driver just experienced. Maybe they were just fired from their job, diagnosed with cancer, or lost a child in a car crash. Or maybe it's their first time at the wheel after a major car wreck, and they are being super cautious. Maybe an elderly person is straining to read the street signs or visiting a place for the first time. We may never know the reasons behind people's actions on the road, even if there's no specific reason why someone is driving erratically. Our sense of peace can remain intact when we slow down, get out of the way for safety, and pray. Here's another chance to be grateful. Be grateful for the peace you choose to keep and stress you decide to reduce. Let's all practice grace and seek to understand that which we cannot see inside the other driver's mind. There are so many situations. You probably had one just this morning or this evening as you were driving home from work or driving the kids home. And did you lose your peace? Did you flip something out of the window? Did you honk your horn? Did you yell at them? Sometimes that happens. I remember as a young person getting annoyed with the traffic around me. Just some examples of the things that I just read. Um, that we don't know what people are experiencing. They could be, just fired, diagnosed with cancer, lost a car in a car crash, or first time at the wheel after a major car wreck. I remember getting back into a car after I had rear-ended someone, and then again after someone rear-ended me, and I was very attentive to what was going on in front of me, and then watching the rearview mirror, what was going on behind me. And now, of course, those habits have kind of ingrained in my habits. But at the time, I was like super cautious. And I remember my daughter was in a wreck for the very first time when she was, I think, 18. And it was scary for her. And getting back into the vehicle, she is very aware now of her right fender because that's where she was hit from that front right side. And she's very aware of that right side. It's amazing how that works. And even if you're not a driver, let's say you're a pedestrian, same goes for you. You've probably experienced something with a large bus or a train or been on a commuter vehicle and have been struck or have had those scary moments and you're a little bit more cautious. There's no reason that we shouldn't be more cautious. And the whole gamut of this chapter is to remember to have grace and show grace. There are times when other people are driving, we don't know what's going on in their heads. I remember driving home one time, driving to the doctor's office because I was just not necessarily delirious, but had a fever and needed to get something checked out. I believe I had bronchitis and came back home, went to bed. And the next morning I woke up and thought about what had gone on. I knew I had driven to the doctor. I don't remember the drive there or the drive back. And that's frightening as, another driver that's driving with people like that. But sometimes people are dealing with illness or loss, and a number of things. We don't know what's going on in their mind. And what can we control? We can control how we respond. That's about it. And how are we going to respond? By throwing a fit and losing our own peace, or by slowing down and letting them go ahead and get on with what they need to do, what they need to deal with, and how they need to react with it. So our reaction is very, very key. And hopefully this comes with maturity. Sometimes age comes alone, but hopefully age brings maturity and looking at growing in our attitudes and our reactions. So I'm praying that happens for you. What is your natural reaction? If you're a young person, I'm hoping that that maturity will kind of sneak in there. But I, as a young person, didn't have that peace, didn't have that grace. It came with, I think, having kids and having kids in the vehicle with me. But I hope that, whether kids are not coming to your life, I hope that peace and that calm comes with you. And just that reminder to slow down and let those folks go on ahead of you and deal with what they're dealing in their mind. So with that, what's our reaction? Do we lose our peace or do we keep our calm? That's what we control. There's only a few things we can control, and why let someone else take our peace or throw us off balance? Another way to do it is to remember that we get to reset or renew our mind. It's biblical. There's lots of things I've read with Joyce Meyer and John Maxwell, how resetting our mind, renewing our mind, remembering that what we speak about, we bring about, and maybe just even speaking, I choose joy in all situations. or speaking things like, I show grace in all my driving. I keep my peace. I seek peace with all my heart and all my mind and chase it down, and it overcomes me. Things like that. So when we need to renew, reset, refresh, what we speak about comes into our life. And if that is an issue, that is important. Speaking about praying and speaking things into our lives, it's amazing. You know, we talk about peace. I remember knowing that I had little patience when I was first married, first had kids, and I prayed for patience. And I would give you a little bit of caution: be careful what you pray for, because God has a sense of humor too. Be careful what you pray for, because I prayed for patience, and God gave me a husband, and then He gave me kids, and then He called me to homeschool them. So, yeah, there are times in our lives that we are given patience not as a gift, an easy gift, but something we have to go through. And it matures us and brings about that level of grace and gratitude. So, want to encourage you in that way as well. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, and especially share to other friends who sometimes lose their peace. Sometimes they might, let's see, need a little encouragement for remembering their grace on the driving field, the in their driving skills, or in their just in their life in general. So I want to wrap that up. It's going to be a short one tonight, but I wanted to kick this off with something live and ready to launch something every month, and going through one chapter each time we get together. So grab your copy of Shocking Your Shtick book, Shocking Your Shtick. Let me show it again. Shtick is SHTICK, shockingyourshtick.com. You can also just search it on Amazon. It's a brand new release paperback. It's pretty thin, easy. It's about the thickness of a cell phone, something like that, just a little bit thicker. And it's all about 99 ways to shine with people. Short little chapters of common sense. Many of you probably already have these in your daily habits, but you might know people who need a little refresher, or you know some young people that are wanting to get their habits kickstarted, and do it with good grace and common sense. So if you are in a group or part of a group or a team, I do bulk discounts. Just get in touch with me. I will drop the link in the comments, and look forward to seeing you again in a month. Have a great night.